Welcome to this module, guys. So, we're gonna be discussing persuasion techniques, how to persuade anyone to buy your product. So, you and I know that sales is persuasion and not conviction. Now, what's the difference between persuasion and conviction? Conviction is when you want people to buy your own product for your own personal interest because you want to earn commission or because you want to make money. And when you're trying to use conviction to sell your product, people are very sensitive. They will sense that you're trying to confuse them, that you don't even care about them, and they will run away. Whereas persuasion is when you want people to buy your when you help people make the decision that they already desire to make, or when you help people to buy your products for their own personalities. You get the point. Now, this is something like a doctor and a patient. Now, a doctor doesn't just want the patient to buy a drug for their own personalism. The patient already desire to be healed, you understand, already desire to buy some medicine. So what the doctor need to do is to guide the patient. Okay, this is the kind of product you need to take. Okay, you need to take it by morning. Okay, don't take this one, you don't take this one. So the doctor is using persuasion to buy, sell his drug. He doesn't even need conviction, understand. But there are some doctors that need conviction, and sometimes when patients need that, all these doctors, like if you see some people that sell medicine on the road, all this blah blah blah. So these people, they try to use confusion to sell their medicine. You see that they don't always sell. But the doctors in the big pharmacies, in the big hospital, they don't even need to convince you. They need to persuade you. Tell you the things you need to start taking, that will cure your sickness. So that is the importance of persuasion. And what I'm about to share with you in this class doesn't only work in sales. It work in your today's activities. Anything you are doing in this life, it works in it. You get the point. So let's get straight to this video without waiting for that delay, because we believe in action. So another thing that I promise in my upcoming videos, although we are still working on it, is the practical aspect of these videos. What does this mean? What this means is that we are going to be recording practical aspects of everything we are teaching in this surface first time blueprint. Although it will not be an easy job, yes, it will not be an easy job. And then after doing it practically, we send it to this platform. So you don't just learn the theory and go and try it out on your own. No, you have to do the practical and show you how to practicalize it, because practical will always be better than theory. That's why you can read book and forget it, but the movie you watch since you are still a child, will stay in your head today. So practical is always better than theory. So let's get into the first point of this persuasion. So the first one of this persuasion techniques is all right, wait. Alright, so the first one on this persuasion techniques is number one, encourage their dreams. Now, as a salesperson, it's better that you first understand your audience dream, then encourage them inside the new opportunity you are creating for them. Now, a lot of salespeople, they don't even care about the prospect dream. Now, let me tell you a story. There was a time in my village that this my friend Kotochu. So one day I was chatting with him. He said that Emmanuel, do you know why I love you among other of our friends? Do you know why I prefer you among other of our friends? I said no. He said that I always encourage his dream. Like, I'm the last person that you tell your dream that I will not encourage you. Even though it seems beyond a shadow that it's not possible, I will encourage you to the last, telling you that every possible things you need to achieve this dream. Now, this my friend told me that he wanna be a comedian. At the time that he's saying that he wanna be a comedian, he doesn't even own a phone. He don't have a phone. He don't have anything. But I encourage him to the extent that he comes to my house every Friday to shoot comedy and post it on his YouTube channel. That's the level of encouragement. So most of you here now, we are watching this after first time blueprint because I encourage you guys that it's possible for us to make our first 1 million naira before 2025 ends. And that is why you are following me, because I encourage you to do that. Have you seen a real example? I encourage you that let's take a challenge to make our first 1 million before 2025 ends, and that is enough of persuasion. You get the point. So you just have to encourage people to do the things they ought to do. Encourage them, give them that hope that they can do it. So that is number one. Then number two of persuasion is justifies their failures. Now, most people who have become followers and are fans will have tried to make change before. You will not be the first person they have tried to learn from. For some reasons, they didn't get needs. needs met from any PRO encounters. Now here's the thing, I have always told you in my content in my videos that it's always impossible to address your prospect past experience. Now, what does this mean? Means that whenever you're selling a product of how to make money, how to lose weight, how to generate leads, how to convert leads, how to run paid ads, you are not the first person that your prospect is speaking to. I've always said this in depth. I've always said you are not the first person that your prospect is trying to speak to. For one reason or the other, they have tried to solve that particular problem in the past. For whatever reason, it didn't work for them. They have tried to solve it in the past. For whatever reason, it didn't work for them. If you are selling a product of how to make money online, your prospect must have tried to make money online in the past. It didn't work for them. So it's late for you to address their past experience. Ask them the things they have tried before, trying to solve this particular problem that didn't work for them, and how they can make it better. Most especially how it's not their fault. You understand, in today's activities, people don't like taking blames themselves. So you tell them, hey, it's not your fault that you failed to make money online. In fact, you are even better than those that haven't taken action. So it's not actually your fault. In fact, it's even okay for you to fail. Now tell them why they did those things they didn't work for them, and why your own product is better than what didn't work for them. And I always give this example with iPhone. Let me phone the is stop pressing and multiplying. Applicable to the second iPhone you bought. After 2 weeks, it stopped pressing and went back. The same thing with your third iPhone, fourth iPhone, to up to the fifth iPhone. So what happens? You have formed this experience that iPhone doesn't work. You get the point. So if I come to you and say, okay, buy my iPhone, you'll be like, go away. I bought 5 iPhone and after 2 weeks it went blank and you're telling me to buy another iPhone. Now it's late for me as the salesperson to tell you no. Look at why your iPhone is failing. Number one, look at this your old iPhones now. It's made from China. It's not made from Apple component. Look at it. It doesn't even have Apple logo on it. Now look at it. It even have Android version. Now look at it. It doesn't even have iPhone charging point. Understand? I told you why those iPhones is breaking off. Now I show you my own new product. Now look at my phone. It's made directly from iPhone company. It's made directly from, you can see Apple logo on it. You look at even Steve Jobs has his signature on it. You get the point? I tell you why my own iPhone is better than the previous iPhone that has spent. That is why you justify their failures. And most of you watching this video, I've done these things in one-on-one with you. I tell you, I ask you what are the things I have tried before trying to solve this particular problem that didn't work for you. Then you go ahead and tell me, and after then I will try to justify your failures, tell you why those things didn't work and why my own product is better, and make sure I tell you that it's not your fault that you failed. So that is the second one of persuasion. The third one is align their fears. You understand? To ally is to diminish or put to rest. If you can put their fears to rest and give them hope, they will they will follow you to the ends of the earth. I made a mistake. Alright, they will follow you to the ends of the earth and back again. Now, offer support and not telling them not to be afraid. Now, what I mean by lying affairs is if whenever someone wants to take action on a new something, like it's one of the human nature. Whenever you want to take a decision to do something that you haven't done before, there is this fear that is within you that is telling you don't go. You want to swim water. Do you know if there is big shark in it? Don't do this. Do you know if there is no, don't play football or they will injure you. Don't travel to Canada or who will catch you here. There is always this fear in our mind that's telling us not to take that decision that is holding us back. So what do we now do as salespeople is to align their face. Now aligning their face is not actually telling them, hey, do not be afraid. It's actually giving them the support they need. If you are studying this, if you are watching this video at this moment, you know that I'm someone that align your fears. I try to give you support in any way possible through my free content, through free one-on-one call, through everything. I don't just tell you, hey, don't give up in affiliate marketing. No, that's not what I just tell you. I try as much as possible to offer you support in any way I can. Now, this affiliate first name blueprint, you know beyond the shadow that this is worth more than the price you paid for. But I try to, because I know I told you that my goal is not to make money Yes, I will make millions in future, but my goal for this moment is not to print millions. My goal is to help as many African marketers as I can, and that is why I made the product almost affordable for everyone. So allowing their first is not actually telling them don't be afraid. No, it's actually offering them the support they need to get the result they wanted. In the scriptures, David said that I walk through the shadow of death, and I fear no evil, for thou with me. The reason he's not afraid to the don't be afraid, it is because he is with him. So God will not tell you, hey, go through the shadow of death, don't be afraid. No, God have to assure you that, hey, I'm with you, don't be afraid. So when someone wants to take me assured, don't tell them not to be afraid. Tell them I will offer you my support. If it's not even I will offer them so the support you have to offer them in any way you can. Offer them that support and that fear will diminish. Now, like this our channel that we have changed now, like someone sent me a message, Emmanuel, are you sure that we can make this 1 million before 2025 ends? And I said her, yes, we can make it. And I didn't just tell her that. I'm working hand to hand with her and everyone in the group to make sure that we reach this goal. Offering the free value or Twitter space, everything I can. Because you already have this fear that you can't make it. So that is the number 3. Ally their fears, you understand? Then the number 4 is confirm their suspicions, telling them what they have in mind. Now this is another powerful way of persuading people. Now let me give you an instance in this. There was a time I was selling a product to a prospect, and I know what that prospect is thinking, and I told the prospect, I know you are thinking about this. The prospect was like, yes, how do you actually know? I told them I know, and I go ahead and hand that objection. I have told you this before. You have been in so many sales calls, you have been in so many sales chats. You know the conversation, you know the objections that your prospects normally comes up with. They will come up with I don't think this will work for me, I don't like, they have so many suspicions, objections that they come up with. I don't have the money, I'll get back to you. So what I normally do to use this persuasion technique is I will write out all the objections that my prospect normally comes up with. There are many of them, I will write it out. So when in a sales call or in a webinar, I will start addressing it with this technique. I know you are probably thinking that you don't have money to purchase this product. Well, this is how you get somebody to purchase this product. I know you are probably thinking that this product will work for you. Well, this is how the easier way to use this product that will work for you. I know you are probably thinking that this. Okay, this is how to do it. I know you are probably thinking that you have to build your personal brand from scratch. No, look at this website, it will give you 1,000 followers for free. I know you are probably thinking that it's how to get customers. Look at this my spreadsheet. These are spreadsheet of already made customers that are ready to buy from you. I know they are probably thinking that if you run ad, your leads will not convert. Look at this my spreadsheet, it will help you convert more of your leads into paying customers. You confirm their suspicions, and that is why you will see prophets as powerful people, because whenever you come to a church that has good prophet, they will tell you what is in your mind. They will tell you are from this. They will tell you, and you'll be like, wow, why do I actually know this? That will draw you more to the prophet. You get the point. Now, this is my experience with my customer service. There was a time I have a problem with this customer service, and I forgot, is it Jumia or MTN. So immediately I hop on a call with the customer service. The first thing the customer service said to them, I know you're probably thinking now that you are not reliable. That's the first thing he said. I was like, yes, how do you know? And you go ahead and tell me you apologize for the inconvenience. Now the customer service knows what is running in my mind, and once he said that, he had persuaded me not to be angry with them again. He said, I know you're probably thinking that we are not reliable. And I was angry with them, but that my anger with them stopped immediately, because she have confirmed my suspicions and handled it up before time. So confirming suspicion actually means handling the sex injections before they even comes up with it. Handling the sex objection there before they even comes up with it. So the last one, which is one of the most powerful one, is throw rocks at their enemies. Now, one big key to growing your following is creating us versus them within your community. Take a stand for what you believe, why you are different, and how you are correctly fighting against, where your movement is better than the alternative. This is difficult. Let your prospect know that, or let your prospect know that you and him or you and her are fighting the same enemy. We are in this group together to our first 1 million challenge before 2025 because we are fighting the same enemy. What enemy are we fighting? Poverty, lack of paying bills, all this stuff. That's what we are fighting. So let your prospect know that we are fighting the same enemy. That's the powerful way to build a community. Everybody in the community must have one mindset of what they are fighting. You must not have in your community people that are suffering from obesity, people that are suffering from much gain weight. No, you must have that what we are fighting in this group is weight loss. What we are fighting in this group is masturbation. What we are fighting in this group is pornography. What we are fighting in this group is lead generation. What you are fighting in this group is lead conversion. What you are fighting in this group is how to make more money in African market. What you are fighting in this group is how to escape the paycheck to paycheck in our 9 to 5. Let the prospect know that you have the same goal with them, that you guys are fighting the same enemy. And once the prospect understand that you guys are fighting the same enemy, that is the way you win. Now the last one is, okay, this is the last one. So like this picture that I included here of Steve Jobs, stating why you are better than other alternatives. When Steve Jobs was presenting his new computer, one of the best ways to do so that immediately is Steve Jobs bring out his product and showed people why his product is far more better than previous computer in the market. So this one also relates to what I said before, align their fears, telling them why they feared and why it's not their fault. You get the point? Two roles are the enemy. Let them understand that you guys are fighting the same enemy. Alright guys, so this is the end of this module. This is just the theoretical aspect of this video. So in our next modules by the special guest, we're gonna be asked, setting out all the practical aspects of these videos, and it will be available in few weeks time. Alright guys, please learn and implement what you are learning. Don't just watch video, learn and implement.